Yes, Beelzebub is Satan in Record of Ragnarok. I'll explain why this is the case, when the Satan within him will be released, and why this is important for the future of the story. We need to first have a deep look at his flashback. Right away, the narrator tells us that the name Beelzebub is used alongside two other names. The first is the Lord of the Flies, and second, Satan. There you go, all the evidence we need, kinda. Beelzebub as a god is viewed as the one cursed by Satan, or at least the others believe that, and that every god involved with him will experience misfortune until they eventually lose their lives in a very specific way outlined here, leading into almost everyone to avoid him until these three angels, with one of them literally being Lucifer. That angel also dropped the claim that Satan is believed to be some ancient monster, something that is probably just superstition, leading into them becoming friends, best friends from Beelzebub's perspective, which is important for stuff I'll reveal later on. However, he wakes up one day and sees blood everywhere, with all three angel friends dead, in the same way Satan's legend claims, resulting in Beelzebub to believe what he's been told his entire life, that he is cursed by Satan and that Satan is real, finding his ultimate goal to kill Satan and get revenge for his friends. Spending all this time researching everything, alongside the help of Lilith, a goddess revealed to be a childhood friend of Lucifer, searching together everywhere, the edges of Valhalla and the deepest parts of Helheim, to no success. Of course, this is due to one key reason many of you watching today's video has probably came to now. Beelzebub even had dreams about Satan, and upon falling in love with Lilith, it was revealed that Beelzebub was Satan all along, killing his love, described as demonic destrudo, which results in Beelzebub to kill anyone he is in love with or is very close to, realizing that Satan had always been within him. Therefore, Beelzebub is Satan and has spent his remaining days trying to get himself killed, whether it be the creation of various monsters, jumping Hades, or using Zero to revive the demon lord Hajun, all for the sake of him being killed, the death of Satan, but fails at every point due to a curse placed on him by Lilith that he must live. Considering his other flashback with Hades, we have the King of Helheim say the following: "I've been hearing rumors, a reckless fool who fell from heaven. He's been constantly picking fights with the beasts of Helheim. A mad demon resides within him." Once again confirming everything we've learnt already, giving us more insight about Lilith's curse on him, being unable to die. And it seems like when you take this panel here, Beelzebub is taken over by Satan when he's actually in danger of dying, as he's giving himself up to these monsters, and then in the next panel they're all defeated, meaning the curse of Lilith works alongside Satan in this regard, and I'll go into more detail about this soon, as something was also revealed during his fight against Tesla. This also explains the reason Satan didn't take over during the Hades clash, because the ruler never had the intention to kill Beelzebub, actually changing his view on Lilith's curse, making him see the light, you could say, that it's not a curse, it's actually a prayer for Beelzebub to continue living, with Beelzebub coming to the following conclusion: "I must continue to live, so when he does die, it's as horrifically as possible." However, due to his respect for Hades, and of course him changing his view, him giving him this weapon, etc., his wanted revenge for Hades losing in Record of Ragnarok against Huang is stronger than his want to die. As such, he had given everything in his fight for the sake of winning, defeating humanity, which was successful. He survived again, with this scene kinda looking like Satan was taking over due to how much Beelzebub is pushing himself in the fight. I think this is the case, as it's protecting Beelzebub from dying, the gift from Lilith, which works alongside the Satan within now for the sake of Beelzebub, as if it was used to really stop Beelzebub from fighting, that would technically just result in him dying. It's more so the Satan taking over when you put it at a broader perspective now, which as a whole means Satan takes over when Beelzebub is in danger of dying with how everything is currently set up. But in the end of his fight, he blames Hades for getting in his way of death and now respects humanity as well, adding him to the list of gods who clearly are no longer for the destruction of humanity. For many of us reading round 8 monthly, the lack of reveals about Satan and this actually taking over was definitely one of the biggest disappointments in the entire fight. The entire flashback of foreshadowing the kinda little scene of Satan taking over that we got to see, but not really getting us that transformation during the fight is something we all wanted. However, right now in the manga, we have something occurring that could have it fully revealed. In chapter 85, we had Buddha confront Odin about what's going on with Siegfried and why Odin imprisoned him, enraging the Norse god to attack the Enlightened One, with Beelzebub listening to the whole conversation and coming in to block Odin's attack, dropping this reveal. Aki, the revival of the primordial god, claiming that this is Odin's goal, and considering the Norse god's reaction, he's probably right, with this also connecting to what Odin said to Beelzebub after the whole Hajun situation, claiming that he waited for a long time for Ragnarok and that no one will disrupt it, gaining Beelzebub's interest with that line, and somehow working out Odin's plan after that sometime, and how it's a high possibility that Odin put everything in place for Buddha to start Ragnarok due to him imprisoning her love Siegfried, and other stuff we're most likely going to be revealed in the future of the story. Concluding this reveal with Odin's insane smile at the end here, with it being very likely that Odin will try take out both Buddha and Beelzebub as he now knows his plan, the true purpose of Ragnarok, and this is where we could have the arrival of Satan. Buddha right now, for what we know, does not have a divine weapon, making him limited in what he can do during this fight. For example, he dodges the first attack from Odin with his future sight, and then proceeds to pull up his hands, very clearly not having the capability to fight with a weapon. And then for Beelzebub, he's still most likely injured from his fight, which wasn't that long ago, but to be fair, all fights in Record Ragnarok have been in 1 day so far. And Odin is the last remaining chief god, of course, and has all this narrative alongside him, meaning his strength is definitely top tier without a doubt. Therefore, when Beelzebub is put into danger in this fight, to a point where he could be killed, that's when the Satan within will take over, and some wild things will definitely be occurring. Odin will probably be stunned, but I guess Odin, considering his knowledge, probably is aware of what's inside Beelzebub. However, I don't think that's particularly going to matter. When Satan does take over, I think Odin is going to be in danger, and this is what's going to stop Odin from actually successfully killing both Buddha and Beelzebub perhaps. We'll have to wait and see. Am I onto something with this entire video, or is this just continued next level cope for not getting the Satan reveal during round 8? Or is the whole Satan thing not really the case? Am I just tripping? Perhaps Beelzebub is just a schizo. Who knows? The leakers have claimed that in this month's chapter, the leaks come out on the 25th, that we will be cutting back to this whole situation, away from Okita vs Susanoo, but don't take this as a guarantee, just one little claim. We'll have to wait and see when it comes out. Another important thing to consider is that Beelzebub is already a very broken character, having some of the most overpowered abilities, and the god I currently rank as the second strongest in the entire universe. If on top of all of that he has this Satan transformation which makes him stronger or gives him some type of amp, that is honestly pretty crazy, and Beelzebub is beyond busted. So honestly, I'm hoping for it, just give us all this insanity. The Satan in Record Ragnarok being strong is pretty much as expected, the perfect outcome. Alongside all that, I also uploaded a members only video going over my guide of how I reached pretty much 100,000 subscribers, giving various tips along the way for any inspiring or fellow YouTubers, anyone who's really interested, which also includes the various other benefits for members as well. Thanks for supporting, thanks for watching, that's it guys, peace.